I'm Teacher Victoria with Lead from Home, a place for anyone that's looking to increase their visibility and access to their consumer in the online ESL teaching platforms. This can also be to any online teaching platform. Here you'll find resources and tools to help you get the schedule you want. Let's call it a checklist of things that will essentially help you get a fuller schedule. If that is what your end goal is, to have a full-time job in the online ESL platform, specifically VIPKid, then this is the video for you. Stay tuned. I go through 9 things that really worked all together. I didn't focus on one more than the other, though I will say that I didn't put as much attention on 3 of them, but they still were successful because I did follow a few key things or tricks. So the first thing we will review is your profile picture. Your profile picture should communicate who you are as a person in just the photo. We're looking at lighting that isn't going to wash out your face, where your position is halfway to the top, halfway to the bottom. Also, you should be in the middle of the camera picture of the piece. So crop, edit, however you're going to do it, you should be center and the only one in the picture. This doesn't have to be professionally done. A good tip is just have great lighting and make sure that it is a pretty clean picture of you. Just as our profile picture was clear and focused and communicated without words who we are, our bio is just as important. Our bio should use simple sentences, be clear and to the point. It should feature how you plan to, or what skills you plan to share and use to teach the student or potential learner. This isn't a place for us to put our resume or our entire employment history. This isn't the spot for that. This is more for just a few sentences on who you are and how you're going to share what you know with the student. The video. Number 3. This doesn't have to be anything really like cutting edge and I must use everything IT. A good video centers on you as a person, communicates your personality, and with very little words. I will be quite honest and candid at this point. My video, this is part of the 3 things that I really didn't put into or a lot of my energy into when I first started. I wanted to start working right away, and I didn't want my video or my profile picture, something that could be done quickly, to hold me back from starting to earn that income. My video, I'm so embarrassed, but it really does say who I am. I wanted to just get started and make this transition as fast as possible. My video is a 15-second clip, and the first 10 seconds of this clip is the chicken dance song. Chicken dance really spoke to me. It makes me laugh. It reminds me of good times. I didn't have words, and there I am for 10 seconds just bobbing around. Looking at it now is painful. The last few seconds of the video clip is just, hello, my name is Teacher Victoria, and I can't wait to see you in the classroom. This is one thing that I will point out. In my video, though I'm not speaking, I am kind of dancing and changing my facial expression, and I'm looking around my classroom because just like the students, they're discovering the different things that I had on the wall. I had colorful cutouts, what we call papel picado. They were streamed on there because I was hired in October, late September, early October. So I had a lot of those colors around, fall colors, bright colors, and guess what? I absolutely love fall. Things just really helped me stay connected and focused, and though I said nothing about them in the video, I just by looking at them and sharing my expressions of just excitement that while the song was playing, shares or communicates things. I know that some teachers put video clips of what to expect in the classroom. That's fine. Part of me is discovering along the way. And so I felt that that really did say something about me. My thoughts, to be honest, were if this isn't okay, it'll get rejected. I'm one of those, put it out there, and if it's not good, somebody will tell you so. So that's, it's been on my profile ever since. And trust me, my littles and some of my students, even older learners, are, what is that, teacher? The teacher spotlight, that's what I'm referring to. Teacher spotlight, one of my videos has 25 hearts and likes. And that is of a picture of me, like the thumbnail or the little quick picture that kind of encourage you to look there, is me in mid laugh. So you see me like this in mid laugh, my head is tilted back, I'm in mid laugh. I share this with you because it is so important to communicate your energy, a positive, warm energy, because you're inviting the student in, and it should be authentic. It should be an extension of who you are. So I'm not saying everybody should go out there with some strange, this weird expression, but I do want to let you know that people are curious. I'm naturally curious. If somebody's laughing, I want to know why. I want to know the joke too. List of things that I really focused on was to get certified in everything. Because when you're first starting out, you don't have as many classes to teach, or you may not be booked right away. I took every opportunity to learn. This was in two ways. I got certified, and I also participated in workshops. So I'll start with certifications. When you're a new hire, you may have limited access to the types of certifications you are eligible for. That's okay. Get certified in all of those that you can. I have two reasons for this. One, it helps you become visible. Parents and learning partners are looking for teachers that have a broad scope of things that they're able to support their student in. After all, they're looking for a partner in the learning journey. Yes, it's great to share students, teachers, sharing students, but when you first get started and maybe the learner is new, consistency does send a great positive message. The second thing is, it's great practice for anyone that is starting out and may not be familiar with teaching younger learners. In the Head Start classes, early Head Start classes, when I first started many years ago, I didn't really focus on the education piece in those settings. So going back to learning this platform and learning the curriculum and different methods in the online space really helped me hone some of my skills. The next thing is to participate in the workshops. As I mentioned before, workshops help you hone your craft, become a better teacher, and teach you things that are specific to the platform. Now, a lot of these tips are specific to the VIP Kid hiring process, but they work with many of the other ESL platforms. One tip that I will point out is that it is important to complete your pre and your post workshop survey. Now, this is the proof that you have completed this workshop, and it automatically gets populated and you become visible and accessible to a partner, a learning partner that is looking for somebody who has this background. Oh yes, they took cultural competency, or oh, they're certifying for grammar for their workshops. If you're interested in finding out where the workshops are located, take a look at your VIP Kid platform. They should be in your library. Next recommendation I have is to open all slots that you possibly have available. Now, yes, this is a bit of a sacrifice. You will be losing some sleep because you don't want to miss any, you don't want to have a teacher no-show, and you want to be fully prepared. The water is fine. Jump right in. Prepare. Don't take too much time on that because you're not getting paid for that. But do a little bit of, 2 or 3 minutes, peruse what lesson it is that you'll be teaching, pull a few props. The recommendation is 1 prop per page, but guess what? A ball can be used for many things. I have cutouts. I'm famous for using cutouts. Oh goodness, my lighting. That don't cost money. my moon. And I'm still getting used to the green screen, guys, so I apologize. And I'm in the process of moving, so if you see some going back and forth, I apologize. Just use things that you can use over and over again. Going back to opening up slots is important to be consistent. 2 days ahead of time or within 24 hours short notice. My recommendation is open your early morning slots, your peak times, short notice, all of them. Open them up for the 4 weeks that you are allowed to. Open them up consistently all the way through. I think it's 4 slots. That's it. And then you have your peak booking. Now, if you want to wake up 4 in the morning and start your day that way and do back to back to back, that's great. I actually enjoy working or doing back to back. And I think the most that I had back to back was 10 or 11 classes. I know teachers that are comfortable doing 12. Think about that. 12 classes breaks down to how many? 6 hours of teaching. And you'll be amazed at what you can do in the short breaks between classes. However it is that you feel you want to set up your schedule, definitely open up as many as you can. Open. If they don't get booked, they don't get booked. What happens is it shows up as available unbooked, and the LPs will look at that. When you have to put in a ticket for low bookings, they can reference that, or you can reference that. Hey, I had 12 open slots 7 days a week and nothing booked for 2 weeks or 1 week. I wouldn't let it go 2 weeks, but for 1 week I had 12 per day. That's a lot of availability that you offered to parents that they weren't being booked for. So again, I say let them time out, be vigilant, of course, set your alarm, check it 45 minutes beforehand, 30 minutes beforehand, use props. This is a tip. Use props that are universal across the classes that you're certified for. My favorite one is burger, to eat, use over and over again, flower, this is color, this is grow, this is whatever you would like. Use props that are versatile over and over again. Like I mentioned, you do want to make sure that you're available for those short notice. Short notice bookings give you a $2 incentive, and if they're not, if the student doesn't show up, you get that free time and that free money. Short notice bookings can be booked within 24 hours and up to 2 hours prior to the class. Now, I often checked my short notice within 45 minutes of the class because sometimes there's a delay booking from the learning partner. So just know that that is a possibility. It's rare, but it happens, and preparation is. The next thing I will mention is feedback. Feedback is really important. And in your first classes, I will speak specific to feedback messages to your learning partners. Our learning partners essentially match us to students. They learn who we are and encourage our growth. Why do I say that? Because when I was a new teacher or new hire with VIP Kid, I did get some messages back. Anytime I certify for a new class, yes, a new class, right? I often get an email that says, you did great, you certified, here are some things to work on. I know that when I started using CamTwist, my name covered up and it was like this, and they asked me, your posture is perfect, but can you move the camera so that you're more center in the video? Oh, that's an easy fix. And it was great feedback. So they help us grow. Feedback that I mentioned to our LPs should be short. Our LPs have a lot of teachers and students that they're trying to match and work with. So again, short, simple sentences, and be very clear about what it is or the purpose of. If it is a simple hello, I would add something about the lesson. Oh, it was a great lesson. Elsa, I know everybody has an Elsa. Elsa and I had a great lesson. She smiled throughout and remained engaged. We targeted our phonics skills by using and coaching. I am excited at her progress in our rapport in this lesson and look forward to many more. Thank you for your partnership and your continued support. Teacher, your name. It was quick. I think it was 3 sentences. Of course, you say greetings or hello, but it really mentions, these are kind of early early messages. I encourage this because you will need them later when there may be some IT issues or challenges or recommendations that you need their support with. And when you want to scale back, say for example, you have the schedule of your dreams, or you have too many classes on the books and you need their help to because you're changing your schedule. You want to keep some of your regulars. You're going to need that relationship with your learning partners, which follow the student through their VIP Kid learning. This next one is all about rapport. I have a video, and I will link it here, that's all about the smile. It is one simple way to make sure that you're in a great space and to make that connection in the classroom within the first few seconds or minutes. Rapport building is important. You can do it through your feedback. You do it through your nonverbal and your verbal behaviors. Few tips that I say to make sure that your rapport is focused on the student is avoid distractions, move the cell phone, and just stay on the student until you know who they are, what their learning styles are. Really work on conversational skills, learning more about them. Even the early learners can share information about themselves through small and simple pictures, sentences, and phrases, or even words. Support those within the first few lessons and you will be fine. The last things that I will mention is really important and key to feeling good within the online teaching community. One of the things that I really enjoyed when I was working in a brick and mortar profession was the connection with and face-to-face interaction with my coworkers. I loved coming in, smiling, finding out how their night was, how the birthdays were with the kids, really having that community feel in the workplace, supporting each other, and really just making those connections. How can we do that in an online environment? My suggestion here is get connected. Find groups on social media. I really did not like social media, but I felt it was essential to me feeling connected, learning things with fellow teachers that were just going on the same journey as I was. And I had no idea that there were other teachers just like me in my neighborhood. It was great. So I say get connected, reach out, find like-minded teachers or teachers that have experience, because you will learn through the social media posts what the popular, what's trending resources, new certifications. You find out maybe you didn't get the alert, but somebody on social media has already said, go, hurry, the certifications are open. Or maybe they're expressing how they feel about something that you haven't quite processed. Great way or place for people to share their opinions and how the changes that happened recently with VIP Kid impacted them. Great places to get connected, especially if you're new. Check out the description box because I have a few that are my favorites that I belong to, but also a few that others have found helpful. They helped me grow as a teacher and helped me set goals to get to where I was. I knew that I wanted to step outside and be different, singular in a sea of so many, because when I first started, I was overwhelmed. I couldn't believe that there were thousands of teachers for this many students. And I wanted to see, how can I be visible? How can my parents know that I'm here? Put me in, coach, right? I looked at social media, followed all of these tips that I just mentioned, and it has brought me success. It has brought my friends and peers success. If you need more information or would like a walkthrough of these, please don't hesitate to like and comment below, and we can put these videos out there to support your growth. We're all here cheering for you. We wish you happy teaching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.